today I went to hot yoga. I haven't been to hot yoga or even any type of yoga in like 5 years. I think the last time I did that was in 2018 back in the Philippines. I died because I feel like the pandemic hollowed me out. It took away my flexibility. But yeah, I just came from the grocery with Cole and we bought some chicken thighs that I'm packing away. We need to fix our freezer. But I got some chicken thighs. The bag broke, so I'm packing it away in these silicone bags from Shopee back in the Philippines when I visited. This is the grocery. Besides the chicken thighs, we spent like $67. It's insane how much the grocery prices have skyrocketed in the past year. But we bought some ingredients for pesto. So we have penne, chicken breasts, cherry tomatoes, pesto. Because I don't know how to make it from scratch. I wish I did, but someday. I also got yogurt, hot chocolate powder, because I like making my protein powder into milkshakes. I don't like putting protein powder in just the water and then mixing it. I like blending it with some yogurt for extra protein, like a tablespoon of hot chocolate, just so that, you know, I think a tablespoon of this is okay because balance. I need to throw out this yogurt that I got like a month ago. So we're throwing that out, putting these away. The yoga place that I went to is right by a pet store. I also got a bunch of stuff and overspent as usual on my dogs because they're my babies. What did I get? So we got their favorite brand. It's a good amount for how much it is. It's like $9 for each bag. And Charlie Bear, the only treat that they actually really like, whenever we try to buy the other ones that are more expensive for like so little, they don't really like it and don't pay attention to us. We ran out of hip and joint supplements. We used to get them in this orange container that had like actual solid things. Decided to get this. It's from the brand Grizzly and I see this all the time, so I'm curious how it is. I also got paw protector ointment. Tuxo's paws are really dry and I think it gets irritated by all the salt on the ground, especially now that it's winter. I think it'll be a good thing to have. We feed them kibble, but we want to feed them raw. Just can't afford it because it's expensive and they're very large dogs. So what we do is we put kibble and then put like a meat topper on it, and that meat varies. Sometimes we put chicken, sometimes we put fish. But we get these bags from Canine Choice Foods, and I like these. Raw meat comes in patties. This one comes in cubes. So instead of like having to like scoop out like 2 or 3 tablespoons from each patty and then waste a spoon, this one you just have to pick 1 cube and then put it in their meal. This is rabbit. Hopefully they like it and hopefully it doesn't fuck up their tummies. We also got them a huge bag of like elk necks. Is it focusing? Oh, it is. It looks like this. Ground up meat is good, but I feel like bones are an important part. I'm gonna go put away everything and go take a shower because I have an eyelash extension appointment. I used to not like them because I don't think it'll fit me, like the heavy lashes. That's like super volumizing. I found this girl who does classic lash extensions, so it looks natural still, and that's what I'm getting and I'm super excited. Bye. We're making pesto. I hate chopping garlic. I'm the worst at it.
Yeah, she doesn't really know how to do it at all. Look at that, it's like cubes.
It's diced garlic.
That is right. Go. Yeah, I'm a little annoying in the background. And you don't even cut off the ends either. Motherfucker, chefs will be like, you don't know how to chop up.
You know, I got taught by a chef how to do.
Yeah.
This in Canada. He went to France?
Yeah. Schnee.
It's fine.
Go
Chop
fine.
it in the middle. And you chop it like this.
Chop it like that.
That. Oh my god, I forgot.
I don't know no chef that does that.
Stop.
I think my chef's a little bit better.
That's the start of the year.
Yeah, I forgot I'm gonna call them. Remember?
So properly seasoned chicken breasts ready to go. Finished cooking the pesto and we rushed off to play with faucet to sell off some clothes.
We want to make an offer on 2 items for $11.36. Cash.
In 600 meters, turn left onto 50th Avenue Southwest.
I don't have a better angle, but I'm on my way home and I just did my lashes and I love them so much. Look how gorgeous they look. This is the first time I've ever done extensions. I didn't expect them to look this good. Baby, what do you think?
They're gorgeous. She got like those, you know, like cartoon eyes.
The beautiful eyes.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you. I agree. I'm in love with them. Hi. So yesterday I did a mini photo shoot where I dressed up and put makeup on and then took photos of myself on this couch just because I've been off Instagram for like 6 months now and I want to make a comeback post, if that makes sense. I wanted it to feature my couch because we're featuring my couch everywhere you find me, from Instagram, maybe TikTok, and even here to YouTube. This will be my thinking corner where I will talk. But I invested so much in this as like a housewarming gift to myself because, I don't know, I've been having a hard time in my life and I needed something. I needed to get it. I probably didn't, but I did. And it was a lot. I used a huge portion of my savings. And so we're milking it. We're using it and getting our ROI so that the money is worth it. It's a good backdrop. It's a good dog bed. It's a good couch. So I was doing my photo shoot on these couches, and I remember in the beginning I was feeling super awkward and super shy, and then I stopped to think and reflect on why I was getting so insecure when it was literally just me taking photos of myself. The whole time I remember I was feeling embarrassed, feeling awkward. I had the tripod set up there with my phone on it. It was taking, and then I stopped, and then I looked at the photos and it looked good. But my embarrassment was getting in the way of me doing the shoot, doing the photos seamlessly or like effortlessly. Later on, I was looking at my photos and I was thinking, oh my god, I look good. I love how nice the photos turned out, how I was able to achieve the direction in my head. And I was even telling Cole that I felt really good because I felt beautiful, I felt sexy, I felt hot. It just shifted something in me because I've been dealing with a lot of mental health issues for the past year. When you deal with mental health issues, you obviously don't always feel good. The switch that makes me appreciate who I am was just off for such a long time. And then looking at those photos, it felt like that switch was turned back on and I was reconnected to the part of me that loves to take photos, that loves to put on makeup and to dress up and do thirst traps, I guess. And then I reflected on it further. I realized it wasn't just the part of me that didn't feel good about herself for so long that I got to reconnect to. I also realized that I was reconnecting with my inner child. I was a super creative kid. Every part of me that loves to design, loves photos, that loves to write, they all came from younger me. When I was 12 years old, the social media platform then was called Multiply, and it was also just before Tumblr existed. You had this profile with like your friends and your bio. It was like a MySpace account, but you could also post like photo albums. And as a creative kid, I had like vintage neckties that my dad didn't use anymore, and I tied them all up together and I had them as like my curtains. And so I had that as the backdrop, and I had like stuffed toys, and I was just doing photo shoots in my bedroom. I've always loved taking photos of myself. Posted it on the album. A few weeks later, I got bullied. I got so much hate comments in those photos, and ever since then, I've always been creative. Like I've never stopped. But that shameless creativity, I felt was bullied out of me. That photo shoot, like at 12 years old, was solely my idea. It wasn't to do a class project where I was assigned as like the designer for the class. It was just something that was mine, and I got bullied for it. And I think ever since then, that shameless creativity was just taken out. It was very traumatizing, and it was a big pivotal moment of my life. So last night I was thinking about that shame and that embarrassment that I felt when I was taking photos of myself like during the present day. Alongside that shame, I felt sadness for 12-year-old me because she was helpless and she allowed people to bully that creativity out of her. I don't think it was until recently when I realized that other people's opinions didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was how I felt about the art that I was creating or the photos that I was taking. But it really starts with people. I remember being 12 years old and people from school bullying me for those. But then I grow older and I'm in high school and I'm logging around like a big DSLR in that era, the DSLR era, where everyone brought big professional cameras. I was lugging that around and people appreciated me for my ability to take photos of them. And then that transitioned into college where I went to art school and was surrounded by other creative people. At that time, I was posting photos of my outfits, photography of my day-to-day. I was posting videos of my life. People actually understood the importance of that, or like the value in that. Despite the people that planted that seed of shame into me as a younger kid, so much more other people was able to validate me and make me feel good. And eventually all that external validation and all that understanding from other people led to this. To me finally being able to take photos, being able to write, being able to actually even talk to the camera without feeling embarrassed or ashamed. I mean, it comes here and there because it does, it's human, but I'm happy that now I'm able to like stand up for just creating art without being so afraid of not fitting into what other people think is as perfect or not cringy. And I know that might sound bad. I got that validation from other people. I also grew up and realized love for yourself doesn't just grow out of nowhere. It comes from having community, from having connections and having people around you who teach you how to do it. If you're in a position where you feel insecure or conscious about what you're doing, about who you are or what you're making, I hope you don't ever stop, because as much as I was able to grow from that pivotal moment where I got bullied, I felt like it took away so many years of me just being able to create for myself. If I could go back and tell 12-year-old me something, anything, it would be to tell her to stay cool, to keep being cool, because she is cool, even if other people didn't understand her.
I'll just get the chocolate Gelato and then put the same thing.
We got Hecho tequila soda, this Waterloo pineapple radler. I got it because of the packaging. Really. Summersby apple cider. Think ahead and not wait until the end. Start loser.
Just say no. I say no to the whole thing.